He went to the locker room alone, and he cried. Not because he was hurt, not because Brazil lost. Brazil won 3-0. He cried because he had been waiting 981 days to wear that shirt again. Neymar Jr. came off the bench in the 76th minute of Brazil's final group stage game against Scotland at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The crowd, packed with Brazilian fans who had been waiting for exactly this moment, erupted before he even touched the ball. He played 14 minutes, he did not score, and afterward he walked alone into the locker room and could not hold back the tears. "I went to the locker room, all alone, and I shed a few tears," he said after the match. "It is an immense relief. It is a moment of gratitude. I thank God for being able to experience this again." That sentence took 981 days to say. In October of 2023, Neymar was playing a World Cup qualifier for Brazil against Uruguay. He went down. He did not get back up. The diagnosis was a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee, one of the most serious injuries in professional football. He was stretchered off the pitch. He did not play for Brazil again for nearly 3 years. But the ACL was only the first surgery. While recovering, he suffered a grade 2 calf muscle injury in his right leg in May of 2026, one day after being named to Brazil's World Cup squad. He missed Brazil's first 2 games of the tournament. He watched from the sideline while his teammates beat Haiti 3-0 and drew 1-1 with Morocco. He watched Vinicius Jr. score 4 goals in 3 games and become the most dangerous attacker at this entire World Cup. He watched a team that had learned, slowly, painfully, how to win without him. And then came the 76th minute against Scotland. Coach Carlo Ancelotti made the call. The 4th official raised the board. The number 10 lit up. The entire Hard Rock Stadium stood as one. What happened next is the kind of moment that reminds you why sport exists. Not the statistics, not the tactics. The moment when a human being who was told, by injuries, by time, by everything except his own will, that it might be over, walks back onto the biggest stage in the world and proves it is not. Neymar is 34 years old. He is Brazil's all-time leading scorer with 79 goals in 129 international appearances. He is only the 4th Brazilian player in history to appear in 4 World Cups, alongside Pelé, Djalma Santos, and Cafu. He is also a man who spent 981 days wondering if he would ever feel this again. Now here is where this story turns into something that matters for today. Brazil plays Japan right now, today, at this moment, at the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Kickoff is at 1 in the afternoon Eastern Time on Fox. And the question that every Brazilian fan and every casual viewer in America is asking is the same question Ancelotti is asking in his head before the game. How much of Neymar can we use? Brazil does not need him to survive this round. Vinicius Jr. is the best attacker at this World Cup. Matheus Cunha has 3 goals. This team knows how to win. But Neymar is not just a player on this squad. He is the emotional center of Brazilian football, the player around whom an entire country has organized its hope for 34 years. When he is on the pitch, Brazil feels different, not just tactically, emotionally. The crowd believes more. The teammates play looser. The opposition worries about something they cannot always plan for: the improvisation, the audacity, the sheer refusal to play within normal limits. Japan are not here to be polite. They drew with the Netherlands, beat Tunisia 4-0, and qualified from a brutal group. They are organized, technical, dangerous on the counter, and they have beaten Brazil before, including a 3-2 result in a 2025 friendly that Ancelotti has not forgotten. Houston's NRG Stadium holds over 68,000 people and will be split almost perfectly between Brazilian yellow and Japanese blue. The city has the largest Brazilian community in Texas and one of the largest Japanese communities in the United States. This is not just a football game happening in America. It is America hosting exactly the kind of story America loves: the comeback, the return, the second chance. Neymar walking back onto that field in Miami was not an ending. It was a door opening. The question is, what is on the other side? Whether those 14 minutes against Scotland become 20, then 30, then 90, game by game, round by round, as Brazil builds towards something this country has not seen in 24 years. The last time Brazil lifted the FIFA World Cup trophy was 2002. Their fans have been waiting ever since. And somewhere in the NRG Stadium right now, a 34-year-old man who cried alone in a locker room 5 days ago is warming up, looking at the pitch, and feeling something that 981 days of surgery and rehabilitation and doubt could not take away. He is here, he is back, and Brazil believes it is his time. Had you ever thought you would see Neymar return to the World Cup after 2 surgeries and 981 days away? And what does it mean to you that he made it back? And how far do you think Brazil goes in this tournament now that Neymar is back on the pitch? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching the World Game, and I'll see you in the next story.